Okay, I just left Vivau, Tonga, checked out of the country, and I'm headed to Sabu Sabu in Fiji. The boat's just about in the worst state it's ever been in. I have no engine pretty much, my generator's not working, batteries are dead, all sorts of stuff, but it'll be fun. And I should get there in roughly 5 days. It looks like I'm going to be stuck for about 2, since I won't have the engine and then the wind will pick up again, but the forecast isn't really that accurate in this area, so I have no idea how this trip is going to be. Not too excited, but I'm excited to get to Fiji. Nice sailing in here, really calm. I kind of wish I got to stay longer in Tonga, but my sister is coming to Fiji and she's bringing me all sorts of boat supplies, which I desperately need. So gotta get there before the 20th. Today is the 11th and we'll see how it goes. I am just about out of the lagoon of Vivau, so I couldn't turn around even if I wanted to now with no functioning engine. It'll only rev up to 1000 RPM, which has gotten twice as bad since sailing here from Niue. So not good. I'm gonna order one to Fiji. Order an injection pump and a lift pump and injectors. So hopefully it's one of those 3 things, but yeah, it might be an interesting sail because if I get stuck with no wind, like I think I will for the last 1 day, I'll just be bobbing around. And if it's like that, then it won't be 1 day, it'll probably be 4, just sitting there waiting for the wind, but only one way to find out. I would have left earlier and had a great weather window, but I got sick. I'm still kind of snuffly, and it didn't seem like a good idea to go to sea being sick. So now I'm going with a less good weather window, but better than if I were to go later this week, so it'll be all right. It's still pretty calm because I'm in the protection of the island, but it should pick up tonight. Making good speed, good enough speed. I think if I try to push the boat, especially when the wind calms down a little bit, 5 knots or so, then I will maybe make it there in time, which should be really great. And I'll just hope the engine works when I try to get into the marina, because it'll still run a little bit. I don't think it will by the time I get there. Well, it's 3 a.m. There's a sailing vessel going from Tonga to New Caledonia, which is a long way, but gotta avoid them now, which is kind of a pain. But batteries are really low, which is concerning, but I think I can run the engine. If I make it worse, then whatever. Doesn't really matter at this point.
What's the name of your vessel, please?
Hooligan. Ligan.
How you say it?
Hooligan, hooligan, hooligan.
Okay, we can see you on the sea at 11 o'clock, but far away. We think no risk of collision, sure.
It is about 1 a.m, night 3. No sleep tonight because I'm weaving through these islands of Fiji. A lot of people get into trouble here because if you zoom in on the chart, or out on the chart, they disappear. So people think they can just go right through, but there's islands everywhere. It's not ideal to go through at night, but it's kind of just the situation I'm in. And I wanted to make it here when there's wind, which there still is. But yeah, it's all good. And here's my final destination over here, which I'll get to hopefully in about a day, but I don't know if the wind's gonna last, so we'll see. Alright, well, I made it to the first part of Fiji. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to stop here. No one is, unless you pay a lot of extra money to fly out the officials to check you in. So another 150 miles or 110 miles to go or something like that. I don't think I'm gonna make it there in time before the wind dies. So I'll probably be stuck like 10 miles offshore bobbing for 2 days, which is very annoying, but we'll see. So this is now, supposedly, there's not actually this much wind, but, oh, no, that's tomorrow. Ah. Okay, this is now, it looks like I have until Wednesday noon to make it there, which I might actually be able to do. That's 28 hours or so. I really hope I can, because I don't feel like bobbing around, but I'm almost past the loud group, which means there's no danger of hitting stuff after this, which was the main concern with no wind. I have a little bit of cell service, so my dad just called me. He's looking at Yanmar parts in Washington, and said they have injectors, they don't have the fuel pump, they'll have to send it from Japan, but that is $2,500 for the fuel injection pump. Plus the generator, plus all the cameras I just bought. Getting expensive. So instead of having 15 knots all day like forecasted, I had about 5. Sails have just been flogging terribly. It's very lame. I'm definitely not going to make it tomorrow anymore. Probably not even the next day, because the wind dies tomorrow. And if this is dead, then it's going to be extra dead. So this will probably be a 6-day passage total. If I can even make it to Naui Marina anymore, I don't know that I will be able to, because I can't point up wind if there's no wind. Not super stoked. Turns out that cloud did want to come give me wind. I hope it lasts. I doubt it will, but I'll take what I can get and making good progress towards my destination.
Yes, just looking at predict wind. It's pretty light at the moment, but predict wind, if you can rely on it, telling us that by midnight we should have 17 knots, 16, 17 knots of easterlies.
Well, that would be good. And then after that, next day, is it kind of dying off, or what's the couple day forecast? Sorry for all the questions, I'm just a bit stuck here.
No problem. So Tuesday, today Tuesday, so Wednesday, 3 o'clock in the morning we've got 13 knots northeasterly. Tomorrow morning we have dropping out by Wednesday 9 o'clock, 11 knots northeast, dropping out to 8 knots by midnight tomorrow night.
This Rogue Wave has cost me a lot of money. It's $1,500 for the generator. Could be up to $3,000 for the engine, which is just a horrendous amount of my savings. Yeah, not too happy. But the wind is supposed to pick up tonight by 5 knots. The wind came back last night at 1 a.m. or something. It's 5 now. I don't know if it's gonna last long enough to get there. I certainly hope it does, but I don't think the engine's gonna start, so I gotta figure out how to get towed in. I can just have a dinghy do it. I could even use mine if I had someone else on board, but obviously I don't. And yeah, I'm hoping I can sleep in a nice marina tonight instead of bobbing around out at sea with worrying about the engine not working and all sorts of things, but either way, I'm close. Lost wind once again. No clue if it's just that island blocking it, because it is coming from that way, or if the wind is just gone. Probably the latter, but we'll see. as I passed the island, so I think it was just blocking the wind for me. I don't think it's going to last very long. Maybe noon is what the forecast says, but the forecast has been completely wrong this whole trip, so maybe it will last. The swell direction is really strange. It's coming from every direction. Don't know why, because this is kind of a protected place, but it doesn't really matter. I have enough speed to make up for it, and I should arrive sometime before Christmas. It is about 5 o'clock now. Wind is completely gone, and it's forecasted to be completely gone for a while, a couple days. I'm still moving in the right direction at about half a knot, which is about 30 hours to go 15 miles. There's a little breeze now, don't expect it to last, but I've got 13 miles to go. If this stays, I'll make it there in 4 hours, and the marina is gonna tow me in at, I told him, 2 a.m. So another sleepless night, yay. But yeah, I'm close, and I'm excited to be in Fiji. This has been my dream destination since before I started sailing, and I'm really looking forward to exploring it for 4 months, but I'll need some rest before that, and hopefully find someone to go with me, because this sleep deprivation thing is not fun anymore. I tried starting the engine just because I'm 6 miles away, and I figured might as well try to get there, but it would go to like 800 RPM in gear after warming up for quite a while, so no bueno. I guess just wait. I feel bad because the people, sounds like they're all waiting for me. Just the employees of the place, which doesn't sound right, especially because I don't know what time I'm gonna get there, but they're still picking up the phone, which is nice, but sort of, I don't know. I'll get there. I've gone about 1/10 of a mile in the last 2 hours for something stupid like that, so I'm telling the marina just to hold off until the morning. I think the engine will work if I need to push myself offshore at about 1/2 knot. But yeah, I'm hoping in the morning there's some sort of wind suction from the heat, from the sun or something. Don't know. I'll make it there eventually, or I might just need to pay a lot of money to get towed from here. Since last night, I think I've moved about a mile in the last 10 hours, which sounds bad, but it's not actually bad, because I could have been drifting the wrong direction in 1.5 knots or something. That could easily happen. And I've got a tiny bit of wind now, pushing me the right direction at maybe 1 knot. Got 4 miles to go. So close. And I'm really looking forward to being at a dock. I'm quite beat from this trip. Even just going 1/2 knot, I can see a stream of bioluminescence passing under the boat. It's pretty cool. I've never seen it during the daylight like that. I guess it's just extra bright now for some reason, but making it there. Not fast, but I'm still going about 1/2 knot, and that's all right by me. Really nice morning. All right, so the boat is waiting over there. I called this sailboat just over there, and they're willing to give me a tow the 4 miles to there, and that should be it. Sailboat is willing to tow, but they want to make sure that customs they want to make sure customs doesn't have a problem with it first, because, you know, they're checking into the country for the first time as well.
Okay, yes. Well, let me just ask them, because that shouldn't be a problem. All I got to do is just to hand you a rope, you know?
Right, yeah, that's all they would need to do.
All right. Let me just call customs and I'll get back to you.
Okay, they're standing by for the response, so just let me know. Thank you. Okay, boat 1 to boat 2. Not Hooligan's finest hour, but I'm getting there. Okay, I got one line on now. I think he's gonna come alongside me here and push me into the dock inside the marina, which I think is in that island. All right, I'm at the dock in Naui Island Marina, Fiji. Very glad to be here, and the boat is an absolute wreck, like it always is after these passages, especially because my freshwater pump also decided to die on this trip, like everything. And I'm gonna clean it up a little bit before customs comes. I'm gonna go buy these people lunch because they towed me in, and enjoy Fiji.